Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Check 56. Here we go. Out. Rip.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down. About a yard shy.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Wait, set. 380. Check. Watch 54. Not here. Alert.
On first down, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. On first and 10, here's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there, first drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
This is Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here we go, here we go. 54, and let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
Here's Mostert. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now.
To throw is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From just shy of midfield, Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught by Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the butt.
Throwing again. Brady airing this one out for him. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 35 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On play action, now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
53! Rip! 54! Drop deep, drop deep. Check 13. Hey, ball 66.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Pittsburgh, 6'6", pull it high.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
I'm trying to collect. Smooth. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, let's get them home. Check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. This one caught by Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
He's not going to get me.
Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Wait, 10, 180. Right there, 54 Mike. Pilot, 64, weak. Every day, any day. Cover.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Wait, 10, 180. Mike's 56. Pick me up. Here we go.
Brady now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Garoppolo on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Garoppolo now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first three quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ross Dwelly there to make the grab. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here all day.
Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Wait, 53! 72! Right here. Wide, get wide!
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First and 10 at the 46.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 43!
Here's Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
380! Alert! Come on, D! Go Bandit!
On 2nd and 12, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Tampa Bay, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season.